Hey everybody, welcome back. A new episode of Rick and Morty, and that means I got a new theory on my hand. In this week's video, I'm asking, is Rick in danger? If you haven't watched this week's episode of Rick and Morty, I highly suggest you stop right now and go watch it. Otherwise, so the episode opens with nodding to the interdimensional rift that evil Morty created when he left the central finite curve, which really becomes fundamental to my theory I have today, but I'll get into that later. It nods to the central finite curve and how Rick hasn't done anything to seal it back up and has just been leaving it open to who knows what. And then the show progresses into dinosaurs, and that dinosaurs are returning. In a nutshell, the dinosaurs return, and they were apparently the first original species that was dominant on the planet, became self-sufficient, and created a balance between their technology and nature. So they achieved this like perfection level of status, and then decided to move on to help other worlds, and went to other worlds to help them out, and then they returned to Earth to find out all the other dinosaurs are dead, and that humans, which are their version of squirrels, have taken over the planet. The rest of the episode revolves around the dinosaurs like peacefully taking over the planet, fixing all the world's problems, and people hating that, blah blah blah. Not really important to what I'm about to talk about. What is important is that the dinosaurs are so advanced, technologically speaking, they're actually more advanced than Rick is, and kind of show them up a bit in the episode. So much so that they casually nonchalantly seal up the rift that's mentioned in the beginning of the episode. But you see, the dinosaurs are central to the rift's existence, because what was the point of the central finite curve that evil Morty destroyed in order to escape? To isolate all Ricks and Mortys from universes where Rick is not the most intelligent, powerful being in those universes. Therefore, it can't be a coincidence that in this episode, where we've established at the very beginning that the rift is still open, that we see beings, the dinosaurs, that are actually more intelligent and advanced than Rick. The universe the show's currently residing in, perhaps the only difference isn't just that they say Parmesan, but this is a universe outside the central finite curve, where beings that are more powerful than Rick exist. We've seen over and over again, especially this episode, where Rick is not an omniscient, all-powerful being. He does have weaknesses, and there are issues that he struggles to solve, like fixing the portal. Which means that he could have easily messed up when he was finding this universe. As he said, it was a rush job, and leads himself outside of his central finite curve. Now, you might be asking yourself, why does this put Rick in danger? While the dinosaurs themselves might have been benevolent, showcasing the very best and worst of altruism, probability alone would dictate that there are probably more beings similar to Rick in selfishness, or even worse, just outright evil, who would see Rick as a threat to their attempt to dominate all the known universe. And some of them might actually be more competent than the Galactic Federation. All in all, I love this episode. I love it when we get some canon, serialized content. And as somebody who used to watch Friends all the time, it was cool hearing Phoebe play one of the dinosaurs. Hope we continue to see more episodes like this one, and maybe a few less like some of them we've had this season. But now that we have some time, I'll address the comments from the previous week's video. And last week's video didn't have as much comments as the first one, but it did have a lot more views, so maybe we could keep that trend up. I'd love to hear from you in the comments, but please make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out and helps me make more videos for y'all. Our first comment comes from Big Daddy, who says, "Daddy, I am a daddy, but not yours. I'm almost certain." Next we have McSage with, "Nice video." Thank you, McSage. And lastly, a latecomer, just a few hours ago it seems, Camera X. "It's a good video. I liked it. All I'll say is though, maybe you could work on your editing a little. It could really help captivate your audience. For example, the static pictures and scenes from Rick and Morty aren't interesting enough to carry the video, You could add a video over it, maybe some transitions, or text. I like the video overall, but it's something that bugs me is all. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Camera X. I appreciate the feedback. You seem like you've been a lot more successful at this than I have. The only problem I have is that I've tried to like capture like clips, you know, fair use and all. I should be able to use like 15-second clips and everything. But every kind of recording software I have, anytime I try to record from an episode or something, it blanks the screen out and doesn't capture it. So if you could give me some feedback on how to capture video from the show, I'm trying to be as, you know, I'm trying not to get copyright striked or anything, but at the same time, it's hard to find video that would be relevant. I don't know, would you all like to see like maybe some gameplay from some games I've played in exchange? I just don't really have any relevant stuff to Rick and Morty that I could use as a video, so I've tried to make it a little more fun, this one. I've worked on the editing a bit. I hope that shows through the video, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all very much. Again, please like and subscribe, share it with your friends, and come back next week.